Hello, this is Andreas from Nordic Tarot, and I've got 3 readings for you for the first 2 weeks of September. And please remember that even the 2 more specific readings, the love and the work reading, they are still general. So if they do not resonate, I'm sorry, but hopefully at least one of the 3 will. And you'll find more information about how to contact me and on the decks I'm using in the description. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your readings. Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Since these are my first videos, I'm going to quickly explain my spread and how I read it, and then we get straight into the read. So I pulled 3 different cards for 3 different areas of your life. So the top 3 are general, middle 3 are love, and the bottom 3 are work. I also pulled 1 oracle card that will kind of serve as the overall or overarching energy for the reading, and I'll try and refer back to it as often as possible. So the oracle card I did pull for you is number 34, a leg up. And the essential meanings for this card is receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. And for your general reading, the oracle's message is you come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. And the cards you have, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Ace of Swords. Like immediately with the 3 of Cups, it's about a celebration. It's about coming together as a community. It's spending time with friends and family and other loved ones. So already there are a lot of other people in this reading. Like the Oracle card did say, life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with. And then the 3 of Cups is about coming together as a community and just spending time with other people, and usually people you love. The Knight of Pentacles, is this you? Is this someone else? The Knight of Pentacles is very dependable. He's very slow moving. He's the slowest knight out of the 4, but not because he's lazy or anything, it's because he's meticulous. He takes 1 step, checks all the facts, take another step, check all the facts. Like, he just makes sure he does the work right the first time around. You know, for example, someone like the Knight of Swords can be quite spontaneous, and he can be quite almost reckless sometimes. You know, he'll be halfway up the ladder before you even explain what's happening. But then you also have the Ace of Swords, which is like a new way of thinking. It's victory through the truth. So this can be you having figured out something. Maybe you are figured out some kind of path. And I feel like there's, you know, some new beginning. There's some energy of a new beginning here, you know, and this can lead to different perspectives and new ideas. What these new ideas are about, I'm not sure, but I still feel like the Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Ace of Swords are quite good cards to get for the a leg up card. Talking about working with other people and having this interdependence, because like the Knight of Pentacles, I don't feel like he needs someone else. I'm sure the help is nice, but I feel like the Knight of Pentacles can do it on his own. But then you still have these other people around you that can help if you want it. Now, if you love reading, the relationship message is relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind though. Ask and it is given. Now you have some interesting energies here. You have the Knight of Wands, which because this card is about other people or interdependence, it doesn't necessarily have to be you or be someone else. The Knight of Wands energy might be you, but I feel like the Fool energy is you. So the Knight of Wands, he's very energetic knight. He's the knight that parties. He comes in, everyone has a great time, but then he just disappears. Where he's around and he's making everyone happy and you love being around him, but then he's just gone because he moved on to something else he wanted to do and did not necessarily consider what him just disappearing would mean for someone else. So maybe this is someone around you, maybe this is someone you've met or a partner, and they have this kind of energy, and I feel like it's kind of rubbing off on you in a way, because with the Fool energy is this excitement, it's like acceleration about an adventure. It is this, the Fool is a new beginning, it's taking a leap of faith, and I think that taking a leap of faith aspect of the Fool is very important, because you do have the Moon, which is not knowing, it's confusion. It can be intuition, but I'm not really getting that with the other cards and a leg up. So I feel like it's more like there's some confusing energies, or there's something that can't be seen clearly. And the Fool is quite a good card to be paired up with the Moon then, because yes, if you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's around that turn, or I don't know what's beyond that hill, then the Fool is there saying, alright, well, I'll just go there and find out. And I feel like maybe you're feeling a bit fired up, maybe you've been spending time with someone who has the Knight of Wands energy, and they are, you know, they're galloping ahead on their horse and they're exciting, and maybe this has sparked something in you. And like I said, the Moon can be confusion and not knowing, so that's kind of scary. But I feel again like the Fool energy is such a nice energy to have been paired up with that, because I feel like you can acknowledge that yes, this is scary, but I still want to do it. And moving on to your work reading, the prosperity message is, now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also have been the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps towards your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. That is, you know, the message is quite good. Like, yes, you have to have faith and you have to like step forward and be like, this is what I want. And, you know, and clearly communicate what you want to happen and how to do something. And, oh, you know, if you're delegating, like, oh, you're doing this bit, you know, report to me back, etc. The Page of Swords is a tricky card when it comes to communicating to others, because the Page of Swords, it can be brutal honesty. It can be almost tactless honesty. And then you have the Page of Cups, can be someone expressing how they feel about something. It can be your inner child, like maybe your inner child is scared or happy or sad or bored. You know, I don't know what's happening with the inner child, but next to the Page of Cups is the Eight of Cups, which is someone who's emotionally done with a situation or a person or whatever's happening. Someone who's stacked up their cups and they have said, what I want isn't here, so I'm just gonna, I don't know where what I want is, but I'll go get it. I'll find out, I'll explore, I'll go on and just find it. So, like, in your general reading, you do have the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Swords does wield the Ace of Swords. So, it's great that you have this truth and, you know, it's a victory card. But sometimes we also have to remember that our truth does not necessarily mean it's someone else's truth. And I feel like I know personally that when I have an Ace of Swords, when I know I have a truth in my hand, you know, I can get a bit smug maybe. Like, oh, I know I'm right. How great for me. I'll show them how right I am. So maybe that's what the Page of Swords is kind of talking about. That just, it's okay to speak the truth and this is what I want, but just keep in mind how you convey it to other people. But the Page of Swords can also be gathering information. It can be learning about something, gathering enough information to move forward. It can be like, sometimes it can be someone spying as well. But, you know, maybe, okay, finding out what the information I need with the Page of Swords. How do I feel about that with the Page of Cups? Oh, this is not what I want with the Eight of Cups. Maybe it's something like that. But again, maybe the Page of Swords is someone else being brutally honest with you. I don't feel like it's that, because you do have the Ace of Swords in your general reading. And the Page of Cups, like I said, could be someone expressing how they feel about something, and what is the outcome of them expressing, you know, perhaps that is the Eight of Cups. So I think, like, Pisces, you have some things to look at. Like, these are just energies for the coming 2 weeks, so you can avoid these, you can change them, because you don't have any major arcana in your work reading. So I feel like these are definitely things you can change, being a free will creature along with the rest of us. But I feel like Pisces has some figuring out to do when it comes to work. Who is this mentor that I want to talk to, for example, that the A Leg Up card talks about? Like, who's the mentor I want to talk to? Am I okay with this? How do I feel about this? You know, I feel like it very much has to do with, like, the truth and how you feel about something. So those were your readings for the first 2 weeks of September. And like I said in the reading, these are my first videos. I know they're not perfect, and I would love some feedback. If you have any opinions on how I did, or if there's anything that I could do better, I'd love to hear it. Thank you very much for watching this video.